Hey gamers, Rick here from Game Trade Media. I'm with Jesse, and he's going to teach us about Unlcok. This is Escape Adventures. Wow, so I'm getting the theme that it's kind of, you got to get out of something, right?
Yeah, so what you're going to be doing is you're going to work through a deck of cards, and it sort of takes the escape the room experience where you'd go out of your house, but you're going to do it at home with a team, by yourself, whatever you want to do, using in conjunction with our app. It's called Unlcok. You can find it in the Google Play Store or the iOS App Store. It's just called Unlcok by JD Editions. And so throughout the escape the room process, you're going to find different cards that will help you get out of this current situation.
Okay.
So out of our first run, the first three are the escape adventures. This one is called the Formula. So you're going to be racing against the clock to get out and solve the code that the locked up scientist has put away, and you're looking to get out using the hints given by him.
All right.
So you've got a couple different card options here. So first we've got objects, and these are both red and blue cards. And so the objects typically interact with each other. So this is a key, interacts with the cabinet. So you're going to see two different indicators here with puzzle pieces. Those typically go together. So what you do is you're going to add 11 and 35, which is?
46.
Put you on the spot there.
I wasn't ready for it.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to search the deck for the number 46. That's right there. And then flip that over and progress as you go. So the other cards we're going to run into are machines, which can be manipulated using any type of card. It's sort of, the hints come to you as you encounter the machine, so we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And the last one here are the, those are called the codes. So what those are going to be is you're going to enter a code physically on the app.
Okay.
And if you get it right, you'll progress. If you get it wrong, you'll get time docked. So everything is timed. So I hope you're ready for it.
I'm ready for it.
All right, great. So let's fire it up with the tutorial, which actually comes in every box, so you don't really need to read rules right off the bat. All you have to do is get the app and then get the tutorial. So I'm going to have you read this card.
Okay. Welcome to Unlcok. You will find all the sensations of an escape room in this game. You will be confronted with puzzles, codes to decipher, objects to put together, and tricks to discover. For this first adventure, you are at an interview in the Unlcok Secret Society on the top floor of an office building. The manager who welcomes you smirks and leaves you in a seemingly trivial room, locking the door behind him. I can see this being you, Jesse.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you now.
Quite the trickster.
It's all part of the thing.
Launch the app, select the scenario tutorial, then press start. We have selected said thing. You now have 10 minutes to get out of your first Unlcok adventure. Are you stuck? You may ask for hints in the application by entering the card number. Now turn over this card. The office.
So now, Rick, we are in the office here.
Okay.
So how Unlcok works is, once you flip over a card, whatever numbers you see, you have access to. So we're going to search the deck and then flip those face up and manipulate those to progress further.
All right, and we have 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes, so you're going to hit play.
Play.
So you have 10 minutes to get out. I'll leave you to it.
All right, so start. Here we go.
Start right there. So on the app, you'll see here you can enter hints if you get stuck, and there's different tiers of hints. So at the point where if it's really crushing you, they do give you a solution. Codes and machines have their own separate thing, like I went through with the cards.
All right.
And then hidden objects also pop up as well.
Okay.
So you're in the office here.
All right, so we have, it looks like 11,
so
42?
Here's the room where you are locked in. Several elements are visible. You may now search and reveal the 5 cards whose numbers you can see.
All right, so we have 11, which is a key, 42, which is, I can't see that.
That is a television screen.
35, which is the cabinet. 21, right here, which is the door, which is a code.
Which is a code, yep.
And
so that's going to be the exit.
The last one is 67, which is right here.
So typically what I like to do is, to give you the whole escape the room feel, is put the cards here and then lay them out actually physically where they are, so it sort of will go.
Okay.
So what you can do here, starting, this is your starting hand, so to speak. So you're gonna put objects together, and enter them in the app or look through the deck if you get a solution when you add them together to progress further. So looking at this, we have two objects that obviously go together.
Yeah, the key and the cabinet.
That was a spoiler from previous. I'm sorry for
That's
this.
okay.
So,
44.
46. 46.
Yeah, numbers.
Yeah, that's how they work. So what you're going to do is, once you have these two together, so the key does go with the cabinet, you're going to flip this 46 over, and it's important. Now up here it'll show you to get rid of 11 and 35.
Okay.
So you get rid of those so it doesn't take up a ton of your table space.
Okay.
So,
and this says,
go ahead and read
very
that.
good. The cabinet is open. Discard cards 11 and 35. Look closely at the picture. There are two interesting elements. If you see a number, reveal the corresponding card. And I do. Deep inside there is the number 16.
So that's important with every unlock card. There might be something hidden in there. And in the more difficult ones, you gotta look.
Yeah, there's
you gotta have good
no
eyes.
clues.
Yeah.
Right.
So once you have 16, then you have access to that.
All right, so 16, a 10 centimeter long electrical wire with ends in the front of, in the form of rings. You can combine this object with a red object or the red number of a machine. To do so, add their numbers together. If the total correspond to a card in the deck, you may reveal that card. So we have a red number, or a red object, which is this, and a machine
that acts as a red object. So machines can function on their own, or they can act as red or blue objects.
Okay.
It is important to note that there are two interesting elements in that picture, Rick.
There are two interesting.
Two. So you found one.
I did.
There's
The other one is, well, there's the pips,
yes.
and there are 9 pips.
Okay.
So would that be a corresponding number? A 9?
It
Could be.
could be. Now we're gonna look at the deck, and
Yes. Curses.
so look how they're. I'll give you a hint. Or we can use the app here.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that.
So we're gonna hit hint, and we're gonna type 46. Okay, and then it pops up.
There's a number hidden in the bottom of the chest, and this design on the left side looks a lot like the machine. And
Okay.
It does look a lot like the machine. And it looks like
does.
it does because there are pips.
Yep.
And I'm guessing that if you correspond the center line, 6 plus 3 is 9.
So that will become the red puzzle piece that you
Right.
need to interact with.
The television.
So
No?
the red does not interact with red. Red,
Okay.
it typically interacts with blue.
So 16
Yes.
and 9.
So so it's matching image here of 9.
9.
Great, you got that.
9.
Plus 16 is?
25.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Numbers.
we're gonna flip that over. So great. So this one here is you have restored electricity. So
right.
what are we gonna do there, Rick?
Well done. You have restored the electricity by placing the wire on the machine. Discard cards 16, 46, and 67.
So we're getting rid of all these.
All these are gone.
Yes.
So we have a blue plus 6 is a
Okay.
modifier that you can add to a red object or the red number of a machine. If the total corresponds to a card in the deck, you may reveal that card. And it absolutely does.
Okay. Adds to those.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no pressure, but we got 5 minutes left.
I'm guessing
All right.
that's going to take
So
us
48.
48.
So 42 plus the 6 there for
Yeah.
the electricity.
Yeah, 48.
Flip that over.
Well, here we go.
All right.
All right, we got a code.
All right.
Well played. The screen is on. This should help you get out. Discard cards 25 and 42, which we have done.
Okay.
You can enter a code to unlock into the application thanks to these 4 digits. So,
So we're gonna hit code there.
and then 7, 2, 3, 9. Okay. No, these are the correct numbers, but they aren't in the right order. Think it over. The colors will help you.
It's okay. You're not the first to do that.
All right.
So
I get it.
we're gonna look at the.
On card, it is now 9, 3, 7, and 2.
So based on the.
Exit.
Yep. We're gonna enter that.
Well done. You have finished the tutorial. You can now check your score, your time, and the penalties that have incurred. What penalties?
So penalties do incur on the more advanced versions rather outside of the tutorial.
Score.
Yeah, so that's a brief, quick intro to
I love
Unlock. So the other scenarios last way longer and are much more burny. So they can last up to an hour. I've played some that are an hour and a half.
Okay.
And the cool part about Unlock is there are scenarios that they actually break you off into different teams. So you'll split the deck by the numbers,
Okay.
and it'll be 2 teams facing off against each other, for instance, to discover a mode to communicate with one another,
Right.
to then further your expedition to get out or get off the island or
whatever
escape the
scenario
mad
is.
scientist.
I love it.
Yeah.
And these are very tiny, so these are great gifts that people can,
Yeah.
for the holidays.
Yeah,
a,
that's-
a great stocking
Yeah.
stuffer. But you've mentioned a few times that there are multiple versions of this.
So there are multiple versions. So right here, this is part of our first 3 that launched this past year. They're Unlock Escape Adventures. But coming up in November, specifically on November 9th, we have 3 new ones, which are the Mystery Adventures.
Okay.
So these are more, they're still escape the room styles, but they're more objective based. So for
Okay.
instance, in the house on the hill, you're supposed to destroy the evil within the house.
Okay.
They task you with, so you evade curses, visit some ghosts and
Okay.
sort of solve the mystery. And these are a little bit more narrative driven. These are still narrative, but these are more narrative driven. And I found these to be much more difficult, and they're a lot of fun. These are still fun, but
Okay.
if you want to amp it up for a little more challenge, the Mystery Adventures are coming out November 9th.
All right.
So coming soon.
Coming soon. So go to your local game store, everybody. Grab Unlock, the core one here, Escape Adventures, and all the expansions to said game. And then November, pick
We've
these up
got
as well.
3 brand new ones coming out to you.
It's awesome. And again, for the holidays, these are great stocking stuffers and also great ways to bring the family around the table and friends around the table and play a fun game that requires everybody to be kind of cooperative.
Yeah, and it's a perfect way to get people to the table that necessarily wouldn't be interested in gaming,
Sure.
because it's sort of, let's play and escape the room. Everybody's done those. So
Absolutely.
They're awesome.
And again, this is for ages 10 and up. It takes about an hour on a regular game and 1 to 6 players.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're a ton of fun. We love them here in the office, so
Very cool.
with
Thanks.
challenges. So
All right, thanks, Jesse. We appreciate the time you coming out and showing us Unlock.
Thanks so
Everybody, go to your local game store. Become part of that community. Pick up Unlock. I'm Rick here for Game Trade Media, and I'll see you at the store.
Don't forget to subscribe to Game Trade Media, leave a like, and comment on what videos you'd like to see next.